Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the scallop tag topper punch carton. You're going to start with an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of cardstock, and we're going to make an 8.5 inch square. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer, go over to 8.5 inches over here. I had to pull out this little extended ruler. I'm going to use the darker blade, that's your cutting blade. The lighter gray blade is a scoring blade, so it's going to make a score mark. I always remember the difference because the darker colored blade cuts deeper. Darker is deeper, so it's going to cut all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and make an 8.5 inch cut there. Then I'm going to get this cutting blade out of the way. Now I'm going to be focusing on my scoring blade over here. Now along this edge, it really doesn't matter because now you've got an 8.5 inch square, but I'm gonna score every 2 inches. So I'm gonna do 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and over here at 8 inches. Now I have 4 scored marks that I'm going to fold along the line in just a second. But first I'm going to turn my cardstock 90 degrees. So I'm going to be working against the score marks that I just made. And I'm going to score once at 1 inch. And sometimes I'll use this side for shorter marks. It just tends to work better to have that long edge along the longer gutter there, or guard I should say. So I'm going to score at 1 inch, and I'm going to score again. Let me turn it this way, so I'm going to use the longer edge now, at 2.5 inches. So that'll make it 1.5 inches beyond that score mark that I just made. So 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to turn and do the other side that I haven't scored. Again, against the grain of the first long cuts or scores that I made. And I'm gonna go over here and just do 2 inches. Okay, so now I have my 2, 4, 6, and 8 inch score marks. I have a 2 inch score mark on this bottom side, and then I have a 1.5 and a 2.5 inch score mark there. Now I'm gonna do some cutting so that I can assemble this box. First of all, we'll start with this little 1/2 inch tab side on this end. All I want left is this long tab, so I'm going to remove the other pieces. There we go. Now I'm going to cut just down those tabs and stop at my 2.5 inch score mark. And again, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. There we go. And we're going to go back up to this top side, and I'm going to remove every other tab at this top part. It doesn't really matter which ones you remove at all. You just need to remember not to remove consecutive ones. You want to do every other. And you can use your paper trimmer for these cuts as well. I just prefer scissors. So now I have the outline for my box. Now is where I'm going to use my scallop tag topper punch. Let me get that over here. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. I'm going to slide those 2 inch tabs into the punch all the way. Now this part is not going to fit in the gutter obviously, but your tab will. Then you punch and you've got one tab done, and then punch the other tab, and there we go. And now all you're going to do is assemble your box. So I like to put a little bit of glue here, and then just fold, let me fold all the marks actually really quickly, just to get that started. But I'm gonna fold this over on top of itself and then just hold that until it's glued. So let me pause just a second and I'm gonna get that done. Okay, now that that's dry, I'm gonna go ahead and fold in the tabs, and I'm gonna fold opposite ends in on each other. I found that that just gives the most finished look to your box when you're all finished. You might have to reach your hand in and kind of press it all together just to get a good firm hold. All right, now that's dried out. I'm going to fold back these top tabs where your score marks were made. And then there you go. You made a scallop tag topper punch carton. It's a mouthful, I know. You can just embellish this however you'd like. You can, on the finished box that I did, I wrapped it with some of our designer series paper and added a cute little tag with some twine and used our silver twine up here, baker's twine, to just wrap around the top to embellish it. And then you can fill it with whatever you'd like. Obviously before you close it up, you'd probably want to do the filling, but it just makes such a cute little treat box, and it's really simple and easy, I think. So enjoy making your scallop tag topper punch cartons.